So I was scrolling through the streets of Facebook a few nights ago and I came across one post. The post was so interesting that it literally cleared the sleep from my eyes and I had to read to the end. So I'll just summarize it here. So basically it was someone's narration of their experience in traffic in Lagos. This person was on his way to either a meeting or the airport or somewhere and he was stuck in traffic. Now, his battery was low, and his fear was before he gets to where he's going and comes back, his battery would have totally maxed out and probably the phone would go off. So he looked around and saw someone selling power banks in traffic. I'm sure a few people saw that post. I think it was even a sponsored post or something. Okay, so he bought a power bank in traffic, but before he bought it, he had a conversation with the seller. He asked the person, this one that you're selling power bank in traffic, how am I sure that it's fully charged? The guy says, and that he knows why he's selling it in traffic. It's because most people want to charge in transit. So he made sure the power banks are charged. He now says, how sure are you that this power bank is compatible with my device? He asked all those normal questions that any smart person would ask before buying a gadget in traffic. And the salesperson or the traffic seller was smart enough as well to respond to all his concerns. Okay, so eventually money exchanged hands, and he plugged it in right in front of the person, and of course the light on his phone came on. The light on his phone came on and it indicated that there was charging taking place. Okay, now they started moving. A few minutes later, he wanted to see how far the charging had gone. And he took a look at his phone, and assuming he was probably on 40 or 30%, he now noticed that his phone was now down to maybe 15%. So he was wondering, what's going on? And then he looked at the power bank and the light came on, or rather it was indicating that charging was taking place. Now, what he didn't know was that his phone was actually charging the power bank, not the other way around as he intended. Okay, so now it actually got me thinking, okay? A lot of times when we want to hire people, we ask all the right questions and then we get the expectations or we get the responses that we expect. But we also forget to consider that there are times that the person you're hiring is only there to charge themselves. You know, they don't know what they're supposed to do in that employment. All right, there are times that you actually hire someone and you find out that they are benefiting more than you are. You're expending resources, time, effort, of course, money, in paying them monthly and even keeping them employed. And instead, they are sapping you. They are the ones literally draining. And that is where the probation period comes in. A lot of times we take the probation period for granted. So that period within which the person bought the power bank and moved a few feet away was his probation period. What could have saved him this headache probably was stand there, check to make sure that the right type of charging is taking place and not that your phone is charging the other device